Check, check. Oh. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience. A couple of house chores got a little bit away from me and took a little bit more time than I intended. But thank you so much. Welcome to chat. Alicorn Piggy. Toasted Butter. What's up? Yeah. Kenjamin. Yes. I live. I'm here. Yeah, sorry to leave you on the startup screen for so long, as I said, just dealing with some stuff. Took a little bit longer than I intended. Very quiet, eh? Ooh. Hold on a second. Not only am I muttering, I am switching from my big old fancy microphone to my headphone microphone. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna pump up the volume. Let's do like how's that? It's better? It's okay? Is this okay with muttering? I started on the ultimate catch-up, finally done with the film. Damn, nice job. Living the fantasy, the life thereof. I actually bought it for myself on the Switch, so I'm excited to play it tonight. It's gonna be nice. Let me get some tunage bumping and a jumping. And we'll get this fucking show on the road, my friends. Hope your week has treated you nicely so far. We are officially at hump day. Let's go jazz chords and shit. One of my favorites. Okay, playing for me. Now to get it to play to you. Alright, where is Spotify? There you are, you son of a bitch. Let me pause, go back, and get this show on the road. Fucking Yon Cat sounding ass. Excuse me. This trackpad is poopy pinata, dude. It's Garbajo. It's fucking basura. This shit sucks. But it's better than nothing. I tell you what. Yeah. There we go. Bada bingus. Bada bungus. What? What's wrong? Did it stop for you? Oh, weird. Ah. Well. I've got disconnect protection, so hopefully, even if it did crash, it's not going to be, okay. I'm sorry, honey. There we go. There we go, motherfuckers. Music. Ah. Alright, cool. So, we got some good stuff. You can see. Yep. Music's happening. So I just did Bite. Did that in an hour. And I did Crash after. For those of you who are not acquainted with Kirby, there is a power that's like a screen clear. Okay. All right. Now we're moving on to what's up, Jack? We're moving on to Burn. And I can't help but think about my misadventures with Mega Man X7 earlier this week. I have never actually. I think this is a true statement. I don't think I've ever had a fight or flight response kick in a non-horror game. I think it's been rare to even have it experiencing it in a horror game. I think the closest I've ever gotten to that hit of adrenaline that I got when I was experiencing panic syndromes fighting fucking Flame Heinard or whatever the fuck. I think the closest I've ever gotten is when I was like in a really, really intense match of Smash Brothers. Crazy. It was so bad. It was so bad. Jesus Christ. Like I got so overstimulated because I had my headphones in. I was like, it was crazy, absolutely bonkers. But all that's behind us now. Just kidding. I still have to play it next Monday. It's all right. At least Bernheinard's behind us. They could not have tested that once. There's no way. There's no way people were like, ship it. Okay, starting at 0. Let's see. I'm definitely tempted to use Bernheinard as a basis for this one, but also I don't feel like drawing him, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna do something else. It's you might notice that it is the 21st day of May, and I am at day 16. So yeah, I definitely need to catch up. I'm a bad host. I'm a bad challenge host. Ooh, I'm bad. No, that's cool. I had a bunch of shit that just fell onto my plate at once, and it's a very good problem to have. So I'm not tripping about it. Okay. So naughty. Ooh, so naughty. All right. The thought then becomes, what do I animate? So let me think of something. I'm just thinking, burn. It's just burn, 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 burn. All right. Starting the timer. Whatever happens, happens. Maeve, can you stop being a little shit? She looked around. She's like, "Who, me?" It's like, no, the other Maeve. You fucking goober. Love you so much. Trogdor is a good option. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's go. Trogdor. Like fully rendered Trogdor. Which, like, on one hand defeats the purpose, on the other hand is awesome. Yeah, I'm down for Trogdor. I need to look up a reference for because I'm a fool. I'll count it as part of the time. And the light way. All right, Trogdor. He is an S, yes, but I want to see the colors. S and more differenter S. Big beefy arm on the back. Wonderful. I love the like. I love the sort of like papyrus style like illustration. It's so fucking funny. All right, let's go. I'll figure out the background later. For now, I'll just do a placeholder like a gray or something. 1 minute in and nothing on the paper. Let's fucking go. I will expedite this process, my friends. That'll work. Maeve, I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna give you so many kisses. This motherfucker. This fucking precious little cat. How dare. Yeah, let's do that. Great baseline. Okay, that's it. Pause. Motherfucker. Stop slapping shit, you buffoon. You hooligan. Do you need water? No water? Look here for me. Sorry about that. She has this little cute, like, ergonomic cat water and food stand that she. Reduces whisker fatigue, reduces strain on the neck. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. And it's like little metal bowls sat into this little wooden structure on little metal pegs. The legs are not actually too different from Trogdor's legs. Um, little beep beep, but like the metal bowl is not like fixed in any way. It's just kind of sitting there. So if she wants to, she can lick it, she can slap it, and it makes the loudest fucking noise known to man. It's so fucking annoying. Anyway, she's using this power for evil. We have the same bowl? Yes. You know then. Does Lenny make a fucking nuisance of herself? Alright, let's get that going. It's such a good bowl. Well, that's not the right. That is not the right brush. Good old chalk door. I see. A different kind of noise. Good old Trogdor. The fact that it made it on Guitar Hero was so good. It's a lot of guitar solos. Yeah, that should work. Let me scoot this little fella down a little bit. How are the levels for the music in my BOS? I want to play more Fantasy Life, but I have to wait. As an unemployed idiot on their period who doesn't stream, I will be playing until my eyes are also bleeding. You gotta believe in your dreams. Whoops. Oh, I meant to clear. Oh, I accidentally alpha locked it. Oh shit. Oh, I'm like trying to walk the line. Just make sure that it reads as like shitty as it originally is, but also like is like high definition because I think it's funny. I love Trogdor. Shit's so good. Fucking legs. I think Yaga Yazis is getting a little too spicy. A little too big for his britches. No. There's only one save per game? What? I agree with that face. It's like the Jackie Chan. Yeah, let's do this. It's already absurd. What's up, Mo? Yeah, you get that Benjamin for the idea. Shit. Yeah, different S. I'm trying to do like a HD remake Trogdor that still retains his specific charms. Ah. It was fun. Yeah, that little T-Rex mouth flap thing. I love it so much. I feel like Mox and I talk about this a lot where it's like you were either growing up you were probably either like a horse kid, a dragon kid, a robot kid. Like there's a couple of different like paths that you take kind of by default, you know what I mean? I was definitely a dragon kid. It's like unicorn kid, you know what I mean? Not to say you didn't draw other shit, but like there's like a hierarchy or priority. It's just so silly. I love him so much. Beefy arm. Already a lot of layers deep, but it's okay. I don't plan on doing too many frames. I'm already 8 minutes in. Most of that was looking up references. So, what's up, Ani-MAY-tion? Unicorn kid, subsection of horse kid. True. I was a mermaid, dragon, and unicorn kid. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, born to be a fantasy nerd. It's great. Same. Like, it was like that, and like, it was like dragons and robots for me. So, all like the boy flavored, like, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, this is what you put on t shirts. Like, all right. I used to have those utility. They were the brand was called Utility, and it had like literally like the most stereotypical like weeb shit, but like American made. It was great. There's like a samurai with like a flame around his sword and stuff like that. Boy howdy, early aughts. It's great. I think that's a little too pink. Little too pink. Let's start here, Phil. Gotta have a certain amount of bulk. You know what I mean? To make that arm feel beefy. Good to see you, everybody. I really appreciate y'all joining me. I have lapses in my chattiness, it is just from attempting to lock in. I don't expect too much today. Um, Little low energy. That's all. It's like a could feel the engine of my mind sputtering as I turned the key. Uh, it's definitely I'm just like look at that. That's a beefy motherfucking arm right there. Is it too beefy? No, not for Trogdor. This band, Animals as Leaders, their frontman is so fucking beautiful. You look up Tosin Abasi. He's an insanely powerful guitarist. He's very powerful. He's great. He's just like a chill dude, and he's just gorgeous. He's a beautiful man. I love it. He went from like playing 8 string guitar to like he started like figuring out how to manufacture them and stuff like that and get exactly what he wanted from them. He has his own line of electric guitars. I'm like that's super cool. Good for him. I cannot wait to catch up on chat, see how y'all are doing. I think his nib is wearing a little bit thin. it does seem to be getting a little bit scratchy, and I hope I don't fuck up my iPad screen by not switching it fast enough because I did get this very recently, all things considered. It just makes me chuckle. It's funny because like I didn't grow up with Homestar Runner for whatever reason. I don't know why. I just no one showed it to me and I didn't find it. But like happening upon it, it makes perfect sense why it did so well. Like it still holds up. I'm like, oh, this is just like it's so great. Old school Flash animation and like the comedy's honestly really funny. Like I was genuinely shocked at how like funny all of the jokes were because it didn't lean on shock value or anything like that, like a lot of shit did in the early 2000s. It doesn't hurt to rewatch it. You're like, ugh, you know what I mean, right? Like a lot of shit. You're like, well, they probably shouldn't have said that. They didn't know. Let's do two, one, two. Let's get one layer. Bah. Arr. Yes. Oh, I thought it was alpha locked. I actually just nailed that line the first time, but I got antsy and I went back. Funny. Turn my phone off a low battery mode because I keep checking the time and it's just dead. Like it's just not there. There we go. Let's make a keyframe, folks. Dude, that's a great question, Ayadimo. Why does the notepad need ads? Notepad ad. I genuinely don't fucking. Oh. Oh, I never turned on animation assist. What a dunderhead. What a big ding dang dummy. Woo-la-la-la. There we go. Sense is made. The world is realigning piece by piece. Just gonna have him flapping a little bit. I love it. Did I seriously put that on the top? Oh, it's just beneath the snake body. That was good. Kenji and I have talked about this before, but Mo, when you're animating, do you get to the point where there's like you look back at you've been drawing something for a minute or you're animating something for a minute and then like you just start chuckling? I believe Kenj calls it the giggle phase. I call it the chuckle factor. It's like how much it's making me laugh. It's like it. Hopefully, this will occur with other people who are watching it as well. It's something definitely that I look for. in more comedic animations. I'm like, if I'm chuckling while I'm making it, it's gotta hit. Yes, yes, we have talked about it before. Whoops, wrong color. What are you doing, homie? There we go. It's fine if it goes off screen. It's fine. I don't care. I don't even care. It happens every time. Regret the regret that the proportions have gone off phase. No. Yeah, as you see it, how it's like, yeah, where you're just like, if you're doing something comedic and you just like for instance the feet parts animation that you did, you draw on the face, you're like, just in the middle of it. Yeah. Whoop. Yeah. 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 And yeah, the proportions, volume, like ratios, everything, shit sucks. It's so hard. All right, alpha lock. It was such a dumb, simple animation where I was cackling myself over glide. Oh my god, just yeah, he's just scooting around. So fucking funny. I mean, like that's why I made it a problem because all I could think about was his stupid fucking sliding through the air. Jesus Christ, it's absurd. All right, so I'm gonna make another keyframe of his little wingies down. And I'm just gonna animate the head. I'm saving a lot of time and effort, generally kind of phoning it in just a little bit because I want a certain amount of detail and I can't animate all of this. You know what I mean? Hold on a second. Let's try again. It's kind of funny fast, I'm not gonna lie. Almost dropped my pencil. Ooh, I almost dropped my pencil. I think that's good. I'll leave this as like a standby, but I want to go between these two frames for a little bit. And then I'll probably duplicate it and string it together, but I'll do as much as I can within one document. Little swishly swish of that smearing frame. Oh, yes. Yeah. Like a weird little buggus. Gone horribly awry. I like the groove of this song. The saxophone was starting to piss me off for a second, though. I'm glad they moved. Much wingling. I'm doing an hour. I was thinking about doing rapid fire half hour animations, but I want to do the full hour. It's fun, and I've already done 30-minute animations for months. So I'm like, now's the time to do something a little bit more ambitious for each of these, and I just don't want to do 30s anymore. This opacity is kind of pissing me off. There we go, that's better. Out of here, Trupo Blue. More energy, more passion, more footwork. That's perfect. Thanks, Snarky Puppy. I love this shit. It's so sick. All right, yeah. A little bit of ease on either side. It's so funny, dude. All right, great. I love 24 frames per second, man. I've started doing more shit in 30 just because like I haven't been animating more frames really. I've just been doing what I would do in 24 FPS in 30 and it's just so fucking snappy. Really great for like absurdism. This is going to be a little tricky, and this is something that I theoretically would be able to do in Dreams if it wasn't an underbaked piece of shit. Is have the wings operating on a separate layer, just going infinitely, and then while I'm doing whatever I'm doing with the mouth, you know what I mean? We'll figure out where would be best to put this. I'm probably gonna ping pong it. It's gonna be a real nightmare to construct, even for like such a short animation. But I had an idea, so I'm doing it. There he is. So probably the best way to do this at this point would be, one sec, one, got to rename all these to, oops, there we go. Hit the wrong button, three. So we're at 5 frames. I'm gonna make sure I do these in order. And I'm basically gonna be doing everything bit by bit over this groundwork that I laid. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna commit to this, and delete that so that it's less cluttered. Yeah, I'll have that running. Let's see. It's unfortunate I have to have so many of these, but give me one sec. Here, what I'm gonna do right here. I'm gonna expand these to 3. There we go. And right between these, I'm gonna have a flat version so I could just loop it each time. Shit. Flatten. There we go. Accuracy. Place. Let's remember that. I don't know why I didn't keep the layer name, but I'm gonna do 4 of these. Just duplicating them and sliding them up. Does that work? No weird spots of animation or anything like that. What is... Oh, okay, that's the smear. That's fine. Alright, now we will start zip burninating, yeah. One more. Four, and then last one. There we go. Anything look weird? Nope, looks great. Expand, dong. Here we go. Have to clear all this, which will be fine. It's a little difficult because I can't lean on my pose to pose experience because I have to do it. The wings, like I said, if Procreate Dreams worked properly, I'd be able to use that for this. But I basically have to I have to do this shit manually. So I'm leaning on my experience at this point. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let's do 3. Let's shoot for this. And I can always move it manually if need be. Whoops. Almost exactly 30 minutes in. That's okay. Yeah, I can shuffle shit around manually as needed. Try to alpha that. Add a little bit of sort of a shine to the cheek. I'm thinking about like brass musicians' cheeks getting like huge and like shiny, weird looking because the skin is stretched over them. It's very odd looking. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's gonna need a decent amount of frames. Maybe I'll even add one more layer of shine to denote that it is expanding. Yeah, it looks alright. One, okay, let's see. One, two. Alright, thank you. Just being able to clear. Animation can be really confusing sometimes because sometimes you have to figure out where you're going first and then work your way backwards from there. And sometimes you have to change like multiple times in the middle of the same project from frame to frame. You're like, oh, well, from here, in order to do the thing that I want, I need to go back to here and then work my way back and kind of find the midway point between these things that I'm trying to illustrate. One, two, three, four. Yeah, that could work. So I'm gonna make an ease frame real quick for my little buddy's eyeballs here. Oh, they're behind his wings. That doesn't work. His fucking face. A little bit of elasticity. sure there's an arc that this motion takes. The cheek does not expand all the way yet. Going full Disney crocodile looking ass. 37 minutes in. I might have to have him holding that for however many frames looks good, so I'm gonna have to figure out the wing movements around that and stuff, but even in spite of all this kerfufflery, I would rather use this than Dreams, so they better figure it out. So close. It makes me really, really angry. Might be a little too fast, but that's okay. I think it'll look more natural. Let me put the mouth in there for one thing. Hi, Maeve. Maybe Maeve. Hi, beautiful kitty. You come up. You come up. Come here, little baby. I want to pick you up. Come here, little sweetie. Come here, baby. I love you. I want to pick you up. Come here, baby. Oh, come here. Oh, come here, please. She's like, no, I'm okay. All right, well, come here. I want to pick you up. Please. You're such a good kitty. Oh, that's my baby. Give me Maves in the chat. Say hi to this little goober. Oh, it's so cute. She just purrs, man. Ah, she's a good kitty. Mm. She was snoring at me a minute ago. Oh, you're so cute. So cute. It's my baby cat. Straight up loafed and snoring in my ear. That's a baby, Maeve. You want food? Look at her ears. You want food? Yeah, let's get you some food. There you go, sweetheart. She's so cute. All right. I'll be back. And then I'll read chat and then I'll get back to it. All right. Take care, y'all. Don't go nowhere. I'll cry. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Slash, thank you for your patience. What did you do there? Was that selection? Damn, I wish I had looked up at chat at that moment. Sorry, Mo. If you recall what I did, I can kind of describe it. Let me go back. Let me go back. Talk about wingling. Talk about the giggle phase. Oh, hell yeah. Hold on a second. I missed so much in an hour. I'm a fool. Space Lego kid. I would love those space Legos. I had the one with the aliens, and it had all those neon green plastic pieces, like the little one that looked kind of like you could put it on like the as like cockpits and stuff. Is amazing. Strong Bad's dulcet tones are ringing in my mind. Strong Bad dulcet tones. It's weird. I do like a pretty damn. I think my voice register must be pretty similar to the brothers Chaps because my Strong Bad, when I'm not even trying, is like really good. Let's see. My Switch resurfaced the other day. Only the Switch though. None of the controllers or games, but it does indeed work just fine. Well, that's good. That you kept up with the hour time limits is admirable. Thank you. Resurface. What do you mean? Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from, Ani-MAY-tion? Kids have made a really good habit of losing some valuable things. Oh yeah, it's like the opposite of those hounds that like or the truffle pig, whose job is to find things. It's like their whole job is to lose things. Absence pig. Kids are actually incredible at losing things. True. Not as good as me though. Get good, scrubs. I've had years of training to lose things. Nothing worse than the 300 to 400 worth of board games / cards when we moved last E. Shed a tear for that one. I don't blame you. By the way, I love seeing my little chicken self-drawn by you on the OBJ cover. Yes! Yes! I was really happy with that. I wish I'd thought of it, like, sooner, because I was like, everything's ready to release. Fuck, the cover. Wait a minute. Let's make it happen. I was really, really happy with it. I only had a few folks ever draw him, so it's fun to see. Yeah, I try to do your style as much as possible with my color palette, and I think it worked out really nice. It's strangely timeless. Yeah, yeah. I love freaking love the One Big Jam cover with everybody's pick. Thank you, Anymore Ty. I don't even know what I would have contributed. Lol. Like hey, Maeve. Yeah, you better fucking move. She found something dangling. She's like a cat do. Talk about what does the new notepad app on my phone? Okay, that's where we can. That's right. I remember now. Giggle phase. Regret the proportions have gone off phase. That is so real and not just you. It's so hard to keep intact. You have to have such like a weird, like 3D, multi-dimensional perception of objects. Yeah, we're talking about the glide one. Yeah, such a dumb animation. I was cackling myself over glide. Yeah, loved X's face now, and he was so stoked to be slowly floating. He's like, "Oh yeah, I love it." Seeing this shit with a dive in his head. Yours are always sprite animations, Kenj. What programs do you use to make them? I need to share the program I've been using. You should, Animore. I'm really, really curious. Wingling, use a couple. Pixel Studio, Clip Studio, or A Sprite. Nice. Depends on if I'm on my tablet or PC. That is good to know. I use Clip Studio. I don't know how to use. I don't own Pixel Studio though. I have that one. I actually quite like it. I feel like I paid for the premium version at some point in the pandemic, and I just don't remember my password, or need to buy it again or something. It's irritating. Accepted that I can't. Excuse me. Get the quality I want in an hour, so I've settled with within one sitting nowadays. Well, hey, I appreciate your work. Pixel Studio is more app-based. It's simple, but you don't need much. I think when I'm done with the month, I'm going to put them all out as a single video on my channel, so I want to complete all of them. That's what I'm doing too. One animation for every day of May. That's exactly what I was gonna do. I was gonna make a song for it as well, just as a nice little challenge to myself and another excuse to make music. Um, yeah, and more. I'm an like what I'm doing right now and everything that I am. That I'm still a beginner. Like, let that sink in for a second. There's people out there that are have devoted their lives to it and are just incredible. Pixel is for Piskel is for Apple. Yeah, use an Android tablet on the go. But yeah, Pixel Studio is for Apple stuff as well. Yeah, as Mo said, Ani-MAY-tion, we're all on a journey. Gotta appreciate where you're at, and you are in the discovery phase. That's how I do everything. You gotta discover. Yeah, stylus, fat finger on your phone is a pain. The fact you're doing this with your fingers is crazy. It's so hard. Drawing gloves are handy. Yep. Dat brow. I saw that as I was typing or drawing rather. Oh man, work call meant I missed Maeve. Boo work. Down with work. Up with cats. They ought to know better. There we go. There we go. I'm caught up, damn it. All right, back at it. We're about 40 minutes, 39 minutes to be exact. Let's see what we got. Okay. Whoop. This Thank You Scientist song lasted the entire time I was catching up on chat. Fucking prog. It's progressive rock. It's not prog, because prog has kind of been the phrase has kind of been relegated to anything that was, progressive rock made specifically in that golden age of drugs of the 70s, the age of Tarkus, the age of armadillo tanks. Boy. Is that what prog means? Yeah, progressive rock. But like most people, when they say prog, they're probably referring to something like Gentle Giant or Emerson, Lake and Palmer, that kind of thing. It's not set in stone. That's just kind of how I think of it. When you hear this record, you can hardly believe it. I love that shit. Yeah, I remember people using that term and I didn't know what it was referring to. Well, there's another layer of confusion too, because I always thought that what made something progressive rock or progressive metal is the fact that it moves building within a sequence. Like it kind of launches in stages and there's like an arc to the song, right? And it's usually like really long and it develops in different ways. But that's not actually what progressive means. It's simply referring to the conjunction of different genre, incorporating other genres into rock to make something new out of the genre, if I understand it correctly. And some different people have different meanings, but I always thought when I was growing up, I always thought it was that the song moves progressively. That's not true. So I just got more confused little by little, you know what I mean? I used to, yeah. All I ever heard, so I wasn't sure it was prog or prog. Yeah, like prog rock. This is how we make rock in Siberia. But when I was younger, that's exactly what I thought. Yeah. What a Nathan-y thing to think about. Well, I am consistent. You can count on me to get a really weird idea and just assume that it's gospel. That's kind of a brand. Okay, I'm gonna have his mouth closed a little bit. He's going. Damn, I never knew what they meant by progressive for that. Yeah, it's confusing, right? Yeah, I mean, I would I would recommend anything you learn from me. If I say I don't know afterwards, definitely, do some independent research on that because I will likely be like just, like I'm cobbling shit together with uh inferences half the time. So I would not consider myself a reputable source of any information. You didn't hear it from me, yada yada. This is my current understanding, subject to change. But hopefully I'm correct and hopefully that helps. It's Game Grump shit. I'm just a guy. Just some jackass who had an opinion and heard a thing once. No expertise, no nothing. Fleck, bless you, ants. Plants. I really, really liked. I've talked about this before. I think I really, really liked the first season of Look Around You, where it was like a parody video lesson that was just like wrong and weird in like the funniest fucking way. Hilarious. I think it was fantastic. I understand that they had to progress the idea. Like each season was like I believe it was somebody in chat. Forgive me if I'm not crediting properly, but I believe it was somebody in my chat who was like, yeah, but like they were kind of doing like a different eras for different seasons, right? Where it's like so like they got to they were doing like all about game shows in the 70s, which was accurate for the times. But God, I love the first episodes. They're so funny. Have you figured out what we're looking for? Water. Funny story. Another very Nathan-y story, but it's me and my brother in conjunction. We both have very similar thought processes. Where we didn't know that the totally normal way to refer to math in British English was maths. So we thought that was part of the bit when they were like, "Have you figured out what we're looking for?" Maths. We thought that was like a Tim and Eric style absurdist move. We were just like, "Oh my god, that's so fucking funny." And it wasn't until later, I think it was Moxie who was just like, "Dude, that's just what they call math." And we were like, "Oh." Still good, but a damn shame. But like to assume, you know what I mean? Like, why would I know that? Why would anyone call it maths? I haven't never heard of that shit, right? Yeah, it's just kind of funny. Along with their sheeps and their pubs. Just gonna scooch the eyes up a tiny little smidgen. A little tiny smidge. Just a smidge of eye movement from here. He's kind of staring off into space, if I recall correctly. Scooch back. That's a different size. Because I'm a fucking dummy. Alright, here we go. Ah. Ooh. Do they have Baker's Square where y'all grew up? Because this kind of like floating eye and eyebrow shit reminds me of like there was. Baker's Square is basically like. It's like one step above Denny's, but barely, and has pie theming and pretty tasty pies. They became Sherry's, if I recall correctly. He switches back. That's no good. I'm gonna have to copy this. Ah, shit. I'm gonna have to copy all of that. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. There we go. But yeah, there's this little dude who he was like a pie guy, right? A guy made a pie, and he had like a couple of eyeballs just kind of like loosely floating above his head, like Rayman style, like recent Rayman, like Rayman Legends and stuff. Just think about that. Getting there. I thought I was gonna have to do a big old smear, but I think I should be okay with just a couple more frames. Share it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Fast casual is a good way of describing it. Yeah. Some square roots got in the walls and everything everything keeps getting reduced. I hate it when that happens, don't you? song is too soothing. I'm gonna fall right the fuck asleep. So nice. My knee-jerk reaction is to make a smear frame at like every opportunity. So sometimes when I don't have to, I'm just like question marks are floating over my head. What is this? No smear frame. Like Megamind. No smear frames. That is genuinely how I feel about animation, though. I lose interest so fast if it's like basically like puppeted or tweened or whatever the fuck. I'm like, you could have done something. No squash and stretch, no nothing. Like I saw that fucking like what's it called? The new Vashta Stampede, the new Trigun or whatever. It was like a really fast action sequence and it was just puppeted and it was so fucking stiff and lifeless. I was like, why are you doing this to my boy, dude? I love Trigun. Oh, I was gonna erase that and then I realized it's kind of funny. It's like kind of could you delete that? What is that? I'm not gonna ask actually. Oh, okay, I understand. Moxie, can you delete that? If you can't, I guess that's fine, but if we can. Well done, well done. Thank you very much. There you go. Whoops. I've done that before. Definitely not. No, no. It's, nothing like that. It's happening. There we go. Right now I can find the midway point between these. Doesn't make sense for his cheek to start inflating before his mouth's actually closed, but start like that. It should be alright. Sabat. Ooh, your opacity. That needs a little refining. Matching the little crunchies. Little crunchies. Delicious. Sounds like a pretty good breakfast cereal. Little crunchies. It's because the angle between these eyes is so different. Let's see. I think hopefully that won't look too weird. I think if I just do regular a genuine sphere should be all right. No fear about the sphere. Kind of looking forward a little bit because he's on his way to look down. It's really weird because it's really natural to want to make the way that eyes move a little bit more like fluid and natural, but they genuinely just jerk around. Like, I feel like adding smears to eyes makes sense and feels pretty natural, but like, there we go. But like, in terms of the way that they dart from place to place, they actually genuinely do just like frameless, seamless movement. You know, I can do a fire animation in about 7 minutes. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, a sec. I gotta make it 5 frames. That's all I know. Let's flatten these real quick. 3, 4, 5. It's a bonus track on a Cosmo D game. I love Cosmo D's games. I need to play one on stream at some point. Heard about him from a streamer. Whoa, okay, why'd you group them? Stop it. That I'm quite partial to. Um, Brutal Moose. It's actually how I met Mo Chicken. It's through Brutal Moose's Discord. Um, but Cosmo D stuff is so fucking interesting. It's like kind of surrealist adventure games, like 3D adventure games with an emphasis on insanely good music. Absolutely love it. See you later, Mo. Take care of yourself. Okay. So I'm gonna have to delete that. Delete that. Get out of here. Get out of here. Theoretically, I could just like have copied the wing layer. You know what I mean? But that might have actually been more complicated and hence taken more time. Really amazing mixture of like EDM and jazz. That's what Cosmo D does. He's a typically a jazz cellist, and that shit's sick as fuck already. A band called Archipelago or Archipelago. That's how they pronounce it. Big fan. Just creative shit. I love it. I think if I did 2 frames, boop boop, and have it on 3. Onion skin looks so weird on this color, man. Get it out of here. A second. Let's do it on black. That's fine. Yeah, that looks nice. I like it a lot. On 3. He's doing a little puff. A little puff. I was gonna say a little puff of smoke, and then I was thinking about goddamn motherfucking Godzuki. You ever see the shit ass Hanna-Barbera Godzilla cartoon? It's bad. And just like in Scooby-Doo, they introduced a strange, small, kind of proto sidekick character. And you had Godzilla, who roared. Literally, it was just some guy in a booth going, "Oh!" It was so fucking funny. And then you had Godzilla, who like, there was like a bunch of bowl-cutted teenager motherfuckers that were like, "What are we gonna do?" for like 15 minutes or whatever the fuck, and then they were finally like, "Let me call Godzilla on the Godzilla phone," and then he shows up, he goes, and then he blows up whatever the fuck is troubling them. End scene. Next episode, same shit. Rinse, lather, repeat. Yada yada. This is as I remember it. I have not seen it in actually like decades, is what it feels like. But like that's the gist of the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla cartoon. And Godzuki, his job was to show up, be really fucking annoying, and not do anything. Probably get into trouble. He was so fucking useless. He showed up, he blew smoke rings, he had wings, little tiny wings that could somehow levitate his strange enormous body, and he just sucked. Godzuki fucking sucked. Nobody likes Godzuki. If you like Godzuki, you're wrong. It's not a hot take, it's correct. Godzuki was bad. He was a general detriment to all things. Anyway, um oh God, mouse on the keys. Yeah. Yeah. Caves of Altamira. Yeah. This might be my favorite. It's one of my favorite Steely Dan songs of all time. It's a good song. Spent my days alone. But yeah, Godzuki, and he's even in the theme song. Oh, he's so annoying. God damn. He's literally just like if you made a Scrappy Doo specifically for for Godzilla. They learned nothing. But I'm gonna take a little extra time for this. This is really funny, and I'm enjoying it. Meow, meow, meow. I love he says woolly man. A woolly man. Denver the Last Dinosaur ripped them off hard. Wait, you ripped off Godzuki? Are you insane, people? Fucking silly ass, unlovable. He's fine. He's just not beneficial to a goddamn thing in the actual story. He just exists to be inept and inconvenient. And I hate that shit as a motivator for the plot. Like I was really into Treasure Planet for the vast majority of it. And then the conflict kind of became, hey, this Martin Short robot's stupid as shit. I'm like, okay, man, knock it off, bro. It's so fucking annoying. I hate it when the plot becomes like all of this could be easily avoided if this guy wasn't such a fucking idiot. I'm like, wow, you're just making me hate this guy for no reason. It's not that he's trying his best. It's like he's actively like he's just being stupid. Oh, he's malfunctioning. He's like, no, man. He's like the writers didn't do that right. You know what I mean? It's like I should be like, oh man, poor guy. He's really having a hard time. Not like, oh, he's so wacky and zany. Shut up. It's annoying. That's crazy. The idea of trying to remake that on purpose is funny as hell to me. Dragonite kind of looks like Godzuki, not gonna lie. I'm actually not entirely opposed to a Barney-esque dragon type thing being really strong. It's the fact that like Ken Sugimori just like dipped his balls on all of these like amazing designs that were done by not him. Like it's literally just like the character designer who made like isn't she the one who did Pikachu too? Yeah, she made Pikachu. She did all of the good ones, all of the good fucking like starter designs. Like Squirtle, um, Squirtle and Wartortle, but not Blastoise. Uh, Bulbasaur and Ivysaur, but not Venusaur. The only one that she did all the way through is the Charmander Charizard line, which is widely accepted as one of the best fucking Pokemon evolutionary lines of all time. And Sugimori-san fucking he's the one who's like they were like, "Hey, can you complete these?" And he's like, "Sure." And then he gave us fucking stupid ass Blastoise instead of whatever Wartortle was going to be. Gave us Venusaur. I don't mind Venusaur. I think Venusaur is cool, but like appropriate at least, you know what I mean? But it is definitely a different direction than we probably would have gotten with that lady who's fucking awesome, whose name I can't remember because she doesn't like the limelight. And it like makes you wonder what could have been, right? It's quite frustrating. Make Blastoise Steel type at least. I don't think it's a good design personally. Just because something's like you remember it and it's from the past, like doesn't mean it's good. I need to actually move this a little bit further. There we go. That's better. I'll just fix that real quick. I think honest to God, if they had retroactively given Steel type to Blastoise, I wouldn't have as much of a problem with him because there are weirder things than like tank, like howitzers. You know what I mean, right? There are weirder things that have ended up jutting out of Pokemon's bodies. Whatever. I don't care about that. It's just the fact that like, oh, it's water type. Oh yeah, what the fuck are those? You know what I mean? What are those? Oh, there we go. I will get to this, Kenjamin. Don't worry. My thoughts about fucking goddamn Blastoise. If if the evolutionary line was already leading towards that point, I probably wouldn't even care. If it was all Sugimori-san, right? Like, and we were like the trajectory was laid down. We are like, oh, okay, it's gonna be like a funny little cannon turtle. You know what I mean, right? That'd be one thing, but it's not. It's a fucking 180. Gave him little fucking silly cat ears. Gave him stupid ass fucking like incongruous water cannons jutting out of his back. They got nothing to do with anything, and it pisses me off. They're just like they're it's just a that's a robot, right? But not it's not supposed to be. I want it to if it's going to be a robot, make it committally a robot, right? You know what I mean? That's a mechanical art piece of artillery, right? It has no reason to be there. It's stupid. One of these is missing. There we go. I'll copy this one instead. Shit pisses me off. All right, an hour and 7 minutes. Uh, There he goes. Just an anticlimactic little doot of air. I need at least another frame, which means I need to fuck around with this. I think I'm gonna need two. This is... Oh, I have technology. There we go. I need to fade away immediately. There we go. Fuck. That's a Million Assholes song. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see. Now I'm gonna add some details to the flames. Tired of breaking your back for a million assholes. I know I am. I like fire. Oh yeah, the reason I got started on Ken Sugimori to begin with is the fact I was saying. So like all the good starters, the lady who designed Pikachu, Pikachu was responsible for, right? And then she went ahead, she did Dragonite, well, she did Dragon Dratini, that's the name. Sorry, Dratini and Dragonair. I love Dratini and Dragonair. They're so fucking beautiful and so cute, and I couldn't wait to see what the fuck they evolved into. And then Sugimori's like, you know what we need? Fucking Barney. Fastest flying Pokemon in the Pokedex. Here it is. Shaped, it looks like a Bosch pear with stupid fucking little wings and piccolo antenna. What's he even doing here? The only dragon type Pokemon in the game. Here you go. Enjoy. And so what I'm saying is Ken Sugimori dragged his fucking balls all over this fantastic lady's designs, and I don't appreciate it. Sugimori did us a lot of solids throughout the series, but like back then, they should not have given it to him. And you could be like, well, the franchise is the best, most successful in the world. It's like it would have been no matter what. We didn't get Gorochu, who would have been the best Pokemon of all time. Great round little guy. I think that was probably Sugimori, but I don't know. Point is, like, Pokemon as a concept, like, and with the time that it was in construction, was pretty much like its success was clandestine. Like those games kind of fucking bit ass in terms of like construction, but the concept was so good and people fucking love the collectability of it. There's fighting for some, collectability for others. It's just like a very very strong, powerful recipe. I am convinced that no matter what forms, as long as people saw them first, they would bond with them. You know what I mean? Like if we got whatever the fuck cool lady was cooking up for the War Turtle line, and that's what we saw first, there would be exactly the same amount of attachment and nostalgia about it. 99% of the time, it's about what you saw first in like anything. You know what I mean? Anyway, here's Trogdor. There it is. All right, dude. Oh, I'm totally joking around. I have no strong feels. This is more for anybody who does than you, Kenjamin. If you want inconsistent design, well, let me tell you about Digimon. Seriously, you want to talk about keyframes in a transformation that have no in betweens? Like that's a really big. You have no idea what fucking direction it's gonna go. The separation between them. I like that, Jack. Achoo. I might change the background color a little bit to make the eyebrows pop a little bit. That's fun. I like it. I like it. All right. I do actually have time for one more, so let's go. Let's move on to slide. I had a very specific idea for this one, so I'm excited. Let's see if I can do it. Thank you, thank you. All right. This is gonna be this is gonna be one of my most ambitious in some ways. I want to make sure I put the time if it's different than an hour, just so I know. Wouldn't let me do parentheses. There we go. All right, now we know. Yeah, I had a pretty clear idea right out the gate. I genuinely don't know if I'm going to be able to do this justice, so I might have to go back to it and just do it as a 30 as a concession, but I really want to do it. I'm going to look up a reference real quick. Can I do this? Yeah, I can do this. I've never done anything like this before, so let's see what I can do. All right. Like I'm gonna have to do this first of all. Animation assist. Okay, edit drawing guy. Let's get some perspective up in this bitch. I need all of it. Let's make it down with the thickness. It's a little down with the thick, just a little bit, right? All right, that'll be very, very helpful. Guess I have to do it like at this angle. How quickly it's going to become apparent what I'm doing, but I have a feeling the aha moment's going to be pretty great for y'all. Yep. Mm-hmm. And again, I have no idea if I'm going to be able to pull this off, but let's find out. I wanted to start with the background possibly, but like there's no I couldn't see any way I'd be able to do that, honestly. So, yeah, let's see. I've had the theme in my head for like the entire like 2 weeks or however long it's been since I put out the prompts. I got the idea. Theoretically, he's going to be staying pretty still, so I can spend more time doing everything around him. So that's good. Might just concede and make this a clipping mask, but I think I can do it on this one layer. Oh fuck yeah. Such a fucking grimy groove, dude. It's up to no good. I love music that sounds like it's up to no good. Creeping. Goo doo doo. I'm gonna do this. All right, let's see. What is? All right. It's like a mottled orange. Doo-doo-doo. I think if I use clipping masks, I can do the illusion pretty much seamlessly, but we shall see. Let's increase the angle real quick. Only about 7 minutes in. It's amazing how much movement is imbued into something simply by virtue of having like just redrawing it almost exactly in the same place, almost, you know what I mean? It does so much, just that. I think what I'm gonna do instead of this is streaks. Streaks will be a lot easier to do as a loop. Bless you, clipping masks. You are real ones. Need it to be a little bit brighter than that. Just coming at it from a different direction. Yeah, that'll work just fine. Damn. If I get this shape right, I don't have to do it again. Like, or if I do it again, it'll be a lot easier because I have that sweet onion skin. But it's like, oof, just can't do anything approximating a straight line to save my life right now. Golly Moses. There we go. If it's a little wonky, that will probably actually add to the motion of it. If it's not perfectly straight ahead. This will get me really good at this. I did this like 3 times already this week apparently. One of them was the Kirby crash animation, right? Mask. And we gotta have the butt smoke. My poor man's tush is just getting fucking eroded here. This is not a toot. Don't even at me. As if 'twere. Oops. Mario has clearly had to get some kind of pelvic surgery to replace the one he's ground to dust. I mean, the idea of a ground pound, the older that I get, the more I'm just like, dude, bro, needs the hospital. I mean, like, I've never been the most luxuriously caked up of individuals by leaps and bounds. I'm insubstantial to say the least in that department. But, like, I don't think that's a good idea, man, for your health and safety, is to slam your whole buttocks into the fucking ground at 1,000 miles. However, you could fall from a chair and your goddamn lumbar vertebrae could fuck up. Like, there's no way, dude. It's a bad idea. I just find it very funny.
I go back. I color drop. Oh, yes. Oh, fuck.
Can't see shit. Maybe I do this. I'm actually gonna have to do it without onion skin. I'm gonna have to go back and forth. Which I don't like because I'm not very good. I'm not good enough to like do that. You know what I mean? One and two. There you are. Yeah. I know Hulk Hogan has said he wishes he had made his signature move the one he didn't destroy his pelvis, and I think it couldn't have happened to a more deserving person. Yeah, eat shit, Hulk Hogan. He's a fucking. We glitched for a second. He's a narc who sold out his fellow wrestlers, from what I understand, and he is now a Trumper. So you know what? Get fucked. In fact, just a disappointing showing all around. What's up? Like the Iron Sheik says, fuck the Hulk Hogan. What's up, Play Possum? I'm probably gonna have to add one more frame between these. The prompt for today, or not today, what am I fucking saying? The prompt for several ages ago is slide. And this is the idea I had for it. If you can look at this without getting the theme song in your head, you're a stronger person than I am. Please. Okay. Okay, so this one right after here. I don't want to make it look like it's going too slow, but it needs to have a little bit more of a gradual appearance. It's definitely possible now that you've mentioned it. Yeah. Stop tooting, Mario. It's rude. Do you play Pokemon at all, Play Possum? I'm just often yammering about it. Just curious. Tits. That means that ended up on the wrong layer. Ah, that's too much of a drag. What a drag, man. Probably group these.
But I won't.
God damn it. I just have to do things legitimately. Eh? Why is this moving backwards? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I've done a stupid. Wait. Ah! I tried to erase it, but I didn't. Ooh. Oh, it's because this one stays in the same place. Let's get this nonsense the fuck out of here. There is fine for you. Just not far enough. What am I doing here? Why am I so foolish and silly? More energy, more passion, more footwork, more footwork. Eh, that looks pretty good. So you gotta do shit in stages. Probably gonna do like 6 of these. I was thinking about drawing him fall off, but I think this is fine as is, honestly. I just need to add more heads-up display. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll do that last, just in case I don't have enough time. Whoops. It really just looks like he's ripping one absolutely violently. That's what's propelling him, perhaps. Mario's powered by biofuel, yes. I've never done like a skidding trail before. This will be fun. And you thought Luigi was the green brother? Oh boy. Here's what I might do. Duplicate it, invert it. That way I can have it kind of as onion skins even if I have like all the layers behind it. Oh my god, Vara. He's a silly bitch. I love this dude. He makes art and and songs, and he's just like really weird and whimsical, but like also he's very, very talented and skilled. So I'm just like, it's a vibe. I'm like, wow, this is a really fucking good song. And then there's like a really genuinely strange moment in the middle of it. You're like, huh, a man had an episode. It's just he doesn't take it too seriously, and it's kind of refreshing. I take music very seriously, too much to almost to a fault. This, what is this? I lo, I lo. It's like I love you, a little abbreviation. It's so funny. It's so weird. It's kind of out of pocket, but also it like doesn't actually detract from the song aside from just being funny for a second. What is that? Oh, okay. God, it's still such a bop because he's just doodling. His doodles happen to be that good musically, but like, wow, so funny. The rest of the song's sick. Like, it's really good. It's I loop, I loop. Sorry, VOD watchers. None of you watch my fucking. Nobody watches my like Visual Wednesdays not live anyway. And why would you? If you do, I do. I do appreciate it. I hope it is relaxing. A little too much gusto on that stroke right there. Yeah, dude's just ripping one nasty like for like a while. Oh, what the fucking shit? God damn it. Oh, layers. Oh, that's so fucking annoying. I inverted it so that I could use it as like an onion skin. But when I hit undo, sometimes it double taps undo. Anybody who uses Procreate knows. Sometimes it double taps undo and makes it so that, you know, when you shifted layers, it's like, no, I ate that too. Delicious. Thank you. May I have another undo? It's so fucking annoying, dude. I'm sorry, baby. I thought you were playing Fantasy Life. I'm a loud boy. You know this. You go ahead. I'll go back to not yelling. Procreate just fucking getting my goat, dude. Getting my goat, putting it in little outfits that I did not agree to. Now take that off of him. That's not representative of his profession. Don't give people the wrong idea. If I'm back another layer, I'm gonna very quietly scream out of consideration for my eepy wife. There are no mods here. Whoa, time to party. You guys ever do that when you had like a substitute teacher or your teacher stepped out of the classroom in elementary school or whatever the fuck? And you're like, woo, teacher's not here, time to cut loose. But you spent so much time talking about how you're gonna like party or whatever that they already come back before you had the chance to do anything. Like, oh, I feel like we've decidedly wasted our time. Let's do 25, 50, 75, and 100. I had a substitute teacher that refused to work for my choir teacher because one guy had angry management issues. I like angry management. That has a nice ring to it. It's like we all had to write apology letters to her. It's like you get it's like you get shit done, but you're still like really mad about it. It's okay. It's a source of comedy, Kenj. It's fine. No need to worry. Whoa. The second I added a duplicate frame, it's like the frames dropped, is what it looked like. Crazy. What is your opacity? Mhm. Wow, that's crazy looking. Here's what I'm gonna do. I will implement this technique that I just discovered. And I will put it right here. I will remove this. Invert this. Hold on a second. Invert this. And put this right here. I'm a bass player. I like bass. It's one of my favorite instruments. Um, Bass solos, man. Not not my favorite thing to just put in the middle of a song. Victor Wooten was like, "Listen, man. I think I said this before because I never stop repeating myself. Some foghorn leghorn ass bitch. But like, there was this like it was like this bassist class seminar, right? It was taught by I believe Ant Williams is the name of the guy, who's one of the best bassists in the world. And Victor Wooten, who is again like the top motherfucker, right? He's got it down to a science. Um, and they were giving a bass class, or like a bass lesson or whatever the fuck, right? And they had a bunch of bassists sitting around like listening to them. Um, and this dude was so positive that Victor was going to agree with him, and you know, he's going to enlighten both, the ignorant masses, the plebs who just don't understand why bass solos are like the best thing in the world, right? He's like you could see in his face, dude was smug. He was ready to be as correct as humanly possible. And then he just had the chance to start. He's like, so, people always use bass solos as a time to like refill their drinks or whatever the hell, you know what I mean, right? He had sort of this like chip on his shoulder about it, and he was expecting Victor to like basically be like, "Oh, these fools, these ignoramuses," right? But Victor was like, he's like, people use bass solos as a time to get their drinks, and Victor Wooten said, "Well, can you blame him?" And it's like God just descended to slap the drink out of this dude's hand when he was like talking about how good of a Christian he was. That's he's like, no one has ever been more like surprised Pikachu, but like additionally sad than this motherfucker was. And I just thought it was really funny. It's like, damn, he really thought. Okay, we're about 40 minutes in. I want to do the heads up display. I should probably do. I'm gonna do an additional trail, I think. Song's so fucking good. Um, One of my favorite things about it is that little meow 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 on the backbeat. I think it really brings a song together in such an incredible way. And it's not there for one of the versions, like the live version of it. I was like, why? It's so good. Did you not have enough people or something? You're Herbie Hancock. You're that motherfucker. You're amazing. And I was just shocked. I was like, why would you remove the meow meow? Meow, 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 meow. See that shit fucking rules, man. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Huh? Well, that's odd. Boop, boop. Meow, 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 meow. It's so good. It's kind of grimy. Meow, 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 meow. One day I'm gonna get better about beep 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 about how things move relative to each other, relative to like oh maybe I'll do this like how far away they are from the camera, increasing and or decreasing the speed. I think yeah I think 30 FPS is where it has to be. Unfortunately for me. Oh no, those are like almost in the same spot. What am I gonna do? If I have them too close together, they're gonna look like they're whatchamacallit, it's gonna look like they're like not moving. Ooh. Be back 1 second. Hello. Sorry about that. Welcome back, slash, thank you for your patience, all that jazz. You're like the same exact position, leading me to believe that maybe 5 is the correct amount of frames, but I don't know. Oh, that's a nightmare. Sorry for that. Photosensitivity. Folks. Oh, it's like going backwards if I do that. Yoko Patui, I say. Maybe what I'll do instead. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I think I'll make the heads. Oh, shit. Well, luckily I didn't do much before I set the timer. Almost forgot. Yeah, that's true. I did lose a few seconds anyway. Oopsie daisy. So I guess probably the best way it reads as forward motion. Yeah, I deleted the other frame. Thank you. I appreciate that. What I could do from here. 2, 3, 4. There's something missing right here. Let me take the gold from here, bring it up to the final frame, at least the final frame that we're using. Good to collapse them so as not to not get confused. Let's do this so that it's kind of like growing in. So it doesn't feel as much like it's coming out of nowhere. Yeah, that's cool. That looks pretty good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect. And now I can focus on, for the last 15 minutes, I can focus on getting the heads up display as correct as possible. You know what I mean? I could probably do this all on one layer. Oh, what am I doing? I need to get his little hairs. And honestly, his little gloves are under-seasoned as well. Let's do this. I'm just gonna have to copy. His hands are so fucking big. I love it. I miss the N64 era of games, dude. It's so like so vibrant and joyous, you know what I mean? Nothing took itself too seriously because like that like just wasn't a thing that you did in video games beyond a certain point. Like that's not to say that there were no games that took themselves seriously, and I'm happy that you know I'm happy to have that as an avenue for self-expression for any kind of story. It's just like like Max Payne and shit, right? It's fine. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's just like I just love the N64. There's something like probably mainly because I associate it with my own childhood, right? But like because of the technological limitations of just sheer polygons, right? And color palette and stuff like that. It really did, if you wanted something to read, you really had to go low resolution. You know what I mean? Like you just bright colors and like fun. You know what I mean? Those are the two main priorities. Oh, whoa. Something is occurring. Oh, I see. Some of these are the same. Waiting to see when it... Ah, you. Also, I think the opacity is kind of weird for some of these. I'm clearing that. Yeah, I want to play some N64 when I finish Metal Gear. Just have some fun. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not worried about like weird fucking meta narratives or suppressed homosexuality. We're not worried about any of that. We're just running around as a little guy. Like, did you hear about the inspiration behind how um Mario is meant to control in Mario 64? As I understand it, Miyamoto-san saw his hamster running around the room. Like that's what he thought of, right? Or like he thought about watching his hamster running around the room as a child. And he was thinking about that sense of just sort of unbridled like exploration. And I thought that was really fucking cool. Right? Yeah, like, cuz it's just tootling around. It doesn't know what the fuck is going on. It's just a little guy. I'm trying to see if that makes a difference and if it's positive or not. That might be good. Is it too much effort? Maybe. I think it's fine without it, honestly. Never mind. I like it. I was gonna say, I was like, it's fine with that. Never mind. Looks better. It's a better overall effect. The higher contrast, really nice. Speaking of, I can't wait to play blank when I'm done with blank, Kenj. You have watched me suffer through both DMC 2 and uh Mega Man X7. I cannot convey to you how excited I am to play Mega Man 0 and Devil May Cry 3, respectively. I can't fucking wait, dude. I'm genuinely so fucking hyped to be playing anything else. I'm struggling. X8 right around the corner. That's going to be great. Mega Man 0 though, actually good. Can't wait. Punishing, but actually good. It's going to be kind of rough to do it on stream, but like I'm honestly eager to see the art again I'm just ready for it. There you go. All right, now can I do a full heads-up display from an N64 game, or at least the suggestion thereof, in 7 minutes? Let's find out. It's way too fucking big. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that'll be all right. I'll just alpha lock this when I'm done getting the basic text done. This is very nostalgic. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That'll work. Go. I don't know about you all, but like, I fucking love item portraits. I should do more of them. I love them. Like, there's something so just satisfying about looking at them, you know? Like, it feels amazing. I don't know if it's like a dragon hoarding sensibility or like, but like, I don't know. It's like a really really nerdy still life. You know what I mean? Something about it just it's so satisfying to look at. Yeah, I love making assets. It's so much fun. And that's ordinarily where I would plug, I am available for work, doodle doodle doodle, whatever, shamelessly, but I genuinely am not right now. Docket's full and it's a great feeling to have. It's just also like I went from 0 to 1,000. Like, okay, cool, hope I can get all this shit done. But I have faith in myself. over rendered. There he is up there. It's champ. All right, let's get that white on his hat. Gotta have it. Man, gotta get that periwinkle back. I'm bringing Winkle back. Do you think there was anybody? Think there's anybody in the original team for Super Mario 64 who was just like, "What? You're making the stars the thing that ends the level? What if he needs to go invisible?" You know what I mean? I was just thinking about that right now. I wonder if there was any like contention about that idea. If that was revolutionary at the time. Right now, thinking of it now, it seems like scoot this over a little bit. Stella un poquito, yes. Vamonos. Starman, you get over here. Get over here. This Mahavishnu, come on, man. Love you. Get out of here. That's more like it. Song's fucking crazy. Heard this in Little Big Planet 4. 3. It was for the PS4, but it was number 3. They haven't made Little Big Planet 4. That's right. The dunk is done. I'm excited. Very excited. There's a lot of directions it can go, which is one reason I was actually inspired by Little Sushi Rolls Dunkin' Donuts in the Blecking Crew. And I was like, dunk. That's a good verb. Don't want to greeble this too hard. I do want it to be all nice and beautiful, shiny, shiny. I think we're in business. Eh. Oh my god. I've been working at low opacity. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just like, what? It never happens. All right. Big chunky gradients. All right, I think that's about it. I'm just gonna duplicate that and put it in each of them. We went over by about 5 minutes, but who cares? Here we go. Boop. This is unchanging. There we go, folks. What do you think? Thanks, man. Sliding for infinity. Oh, let me remove the drawing assist. Drawing guide, I should say. Thank you. All right, it's about an hour. That was about an hour and 5 minutes. We're about 6 minutes over, so I think it's a pretty good time to call it. For those of you who weren't here for the earlier animation, this is Burn. Done in about an hour and 15 minutes. Oh, hold on a second. What's going on here? Oh, of course. Of course, it wasn't actually 5 full frames. Maybe I'll just have him have that stay real quick. Yeah, that'll work. Turn that off. Yeah, I like that. Okay, anyway. It was great having you hang out with me in chat as I do some speed challenges for animation. Little lax this time around in terms of the actual speed challenge part of it, but it's still, there's much I could within an hour. A little bit of change isn't going to kill anybody, unless you kill me. I guess that would, that'd be wildly inappropriate, but I guess it'd be within your rights if I say 1 hour animation and I go over a little bit. Pitchforks, torches, etc. Shut up, Jazz. We'll see you guys. Next stream is going to be Devil May Cry Day Friday, where hopefully, for myself and yourselves, I will be finally putting this goddamn game to bed. And I will not have to play Devil May Cry 2 for a good long while yet. I'm gonna finish up Lucia. I'm honestly enjoying Lucia's storyline. I like being in Mega Absol. Okay, it's all good fun. Cute little angel lady. Um, that's my next stream. 6 to 9 PST this Friday. If you want to support me, here's the way. Here's the place to do it. If you want to follow me, here's the place to do it. And if you want to, hey, hold on a second, I'm wrong. Actually, I should just make it follow. I've changed the fucking input for that anyway. If you want to follow me, that's places. That's places. If you want to join me in any other capacity, you want to participate in an animation challenge, it's ongoing throughout the month. Join the Blecking Crew. It's also a great spot. Everybody that shows up there is like, this place is great. So you have to believe it when I tell you that other people have that opinion. I guess you do. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. All right. Take care of yourselves. Adieu.